Hello friends, good morning to all of you and welcome to my physics world. So let's start this third part of unit dimension. Already I have given to you the question. Have you solved those questions? If solved, try to match with my answer, whether it is correct or not. Let's start this. Okay, let me adjust my video first. You see, 1 minute, just a minute. Okay. Now, what are the questions that is given to you? What are the questions here? What are the questions given to you? Let's see this. The first question is what? Number one question. The first question, that is what? W is equal x f b by a. W is the what? W is the what? X you have to find out, unknown physical quantity. X, f is the force, b is the velocity, a is the acceleration. Now what is the dimension of x? You see, x is the wa by fb. W is what? m1 l2 t minus 2. Acceleration is meter per second square. Na? Meter per second square is what? L1 t minus 2. Now by force is what? M1 L1 t minus 2. B is what? Velocity is L1 t minus 1. Now this is what? Collect the power of M 1 minus 1. Collect the power of L 2 minus 1. You see here L1 and here L1. So this is minus 1 minus 1. Collect the power of T. T is what? Minus 2 minus 2 minus 2. T is your minus 2 minus 2. Again plus 2 plus 1. Now the dimension of X is what? M0 L what? Minus 1 t, what is that? T is your minus 1. Clear? So this is what the dimension of x. Is it correct? Okay, let's move to the second question. Understood this? What I've given the assignment. This one given in second video assignment of second video. Next, number two, second question is what? F equal to what? Y WT by D. You have to find out the dimension of y. How to find out the dimension of y? Y is equal Ft by Wt. Dimension of y is what? Fd by Wt. F is the force, m1 L1 t minus 2. D is the distance here. D is the distance means L1 by W is what? Work m1 L2 t minus 2 and t is the time here. T is the time, that is what T1. Now collect the power of M. M is 1 minus 1. Collect the power of L. 1 plus 1 minus 2. And collect the power of T. T is what? Minus 2 plus 2 and minus 1. And finally this is what? M0 L0, you see, and T minus 1. Clear? You can write this one as T minus 1, no problem. Clear? This is what the dimension of y. This was the second assignment. Third is what? Have you written all this? Okay. Third is what? Third assignment is what? T is equal k square root of L by g. Here T is the time period, L is the length, g is the acceleration due to gravity. Find out the dimension of k. So T is what? T is what? Or I can write k is equal T square root of g by L, or this is T g by L, that power is what? 1 by 2. Now find out the dimension. T is what? T1. G is what? L1 T minus 2. Acceleration due to gravity is what? Meter per second square. Acceleration due to gravity is meter per second square. And divided by length is L1. Its power is what? Half. Collect the power of L. L, if you collect 1 minus 1, t minus 2, power is what? Half. And finally, this is what k is equal t1 L0 t minus 2 into half. This is what? T1, and this is what? T minus 1. Means this is T1 minus 1, T power 0. So dimensionless. So K is what? Dimensionless. Means 1. 1 is what? When K is 1 written, that is what? Dimensionless. Means it has no dimension. Dimensionless physical quantity. Clear? Understood this about the assignment? Clear about this? Now, let's start this. The last portion of this dimension analysis. One by one, we have to see dimension analysis. Means with the help of dimension, we can find out the dimension of unknown physical quantity. Three analyses are there here. Dimension analysis are three here. One is what we can find out. We can find out the dimension of unknown physical quantity. The dimension of, I'm writing there, dimension of unknown physical quantities. Unknown physical quantities. If one part is unknown, then easily you can calculate its dimension, find out its dimension. Number two, we can check a validity of a formula. We can check a formula with the help of dimension. And third is what? We can frame a formula with the help of dimension. We can frame a formula with the help of dimension. In dimension analysis, we'll see that first thing what we can find out the dimension of unknown physical quantity. Second is we can check a formula. Third is we can frame a formula. Let's discuss one by one. In this video, we have to discuss about what first part only. In next video, we'll discuss 2 and 3. In first, let's see, find out the dimension of unknown physical quantity. We have to see. So first is your, you see, before moving to the first application, let's move concept wise here. Can you tell me what is 3 kg plus 2 kg? 3 kg plus 2 kg is what? 5 kg, doesn't it? Because 3 plus 2 is your 5 and kg plus kg is what? Kg. So if you write the dimension, 3 doesn't have any dimension because this is a constant. Kg is mass, this is what m1. Again 2 is a constant, no dimension is there. Kg is again m1 and again this is what? 5, no dimension, this is what m1. That means we can say here m1 plus m1 is m1, not 2m1. In mathematics, we are having 2m, m1. But here m power 1 plus m power 1 is equal m power 1, not 2m1. You see that? Means same dimension you can add here. The result is also same dimension. Again, another example I can take here. 4 Newton minus 3 Newton is equal what? 1 Newton. Got it? If you just write it dimension, 4 doesn't have any dimension. Newton is what? The dimension of force. Force is m1, l1, t minus 2. And 3 doesn't have any dimension. This is again m1, l1, t minus 2. And the result is 1 doesn't have any dimension. m1, l1, t minus 2. Very interesting thing. You see, m1, l1, t minus 2 minus m1, l1, t minus 2 is always m1, l1, t minus 2. You cannot cancel like this. You cannot write 0. Do you follow this or not? So same dimension can be added or can be subtracted and the result is also same dimension. Clear? You cannot cancel this and you cannot write 0. Got the point? अरे सभी को समझ में आ रहा है? So here what? Same dimension if you add here, the result is same dimension, and same dimension if you are subtracting here, the result is also same dimension. Now, if I'll say that 3 kg plus 2 meter, if I'll say add these two, can you add these two? No, you cannot add these two. Why? Because the units are different here. You see, units are different. Similarly, if you write the dimension here, kg dimension is m1 and meter dimension is l1. So different dimensions cannot be added. As different unit cannot be added, so different dimension cannot be added. So also they cannot be subtracted. If you say 3 kg minus 2 meter, they cannot be subtracted. Therefore, different dimension also cannot be subtracted. So what is the summary of this one? Summary is what? Whenever plus and minus sign is there, the dimensions are same. Whenever you are watching that in an expression, plus and minus sign is given. That means the dimensions are same. For example, let's do the problem here for first application. First application is what? To find out the dimension of unknown physical quantity. Find out the dimension of unknown physical quantity. Physical quantities unknown. Unknown physical quantities. What is the dimension here? Let's see this one by one. If I'll say b is equal xt, write down a question. ये question है b is equal xt square minus yt. You have to find out the dimension of x and y. B is the velocity. Here v is what? Velocity. T is the time. Then x and y are unknown. So you have to find out the dimension of x and y. How much it is? Clear? So how to find out this dimension of x and y? Let's see this. निकाल पाओगे? Okay, कोशिश करो जरा. राइट, कोशिश तो हमेशा करो. Let it be wrong and match with my answers. Look here. So this is what here. Minus is here. Therefore, dimension of b is same as dimension of xt square is same as dimension of yt. Already I told that plus minus dimension is same na. So dimension of v is same as dimension of xt square is same as dimension of yt. Can I write like this? So dimension of v is equal xt square, that is equal to yt. Why? Because plus minus dimension is same. So in this here you have to just find out plus minus. Wherever you're watching plus and minus, the dimensions are same. Very easy. Here. Now just find out what is x. Xt is equal, you can say here, xt square is equal v. So can you write the dimension of x? X dimension is what? V by t square. V is the velocity. Na? So L1 t minus 1, velocity is meter per second. So this is what t square. So collect the power of t, minus 1, minus 2. So this is what L1 t minus 3. This is what the dimension of x. Now what is y dimension? We can write easily. Yt is equal what? V again. Either you can equate yt with v or you can equate with yt with xt square. No problem there. Because if you equate these two, calculation will be wrong. Better to work out yt is equal v. अरे जहाँ इजी कैलकुलेशन होगा वहीं पे लोगे ना. अगर ये लोगे वो भी करेक्ट होगा. बट हियर व्हाट the expression is what? Lengthy expression is there. If you take these two easily, you can work out. Now what is my y? Y is what? That is what? V by t. V by t. V is what? L1 t minus 1 by t1. This is what? L1 t minus 2. This is what? Y. Understood this? Now x is this much and y is this much. Clear? This is what the answer. Clear about this? How to find out the dimension of unknown physical quantity? You have to find out the dimension of x and y is how much. Similarly, let's move to another question. लिखो question next, question number 2. यहाँ पे क्वेश्चन दिया गया f is equal x by y t cube minus y or plus y t square. Now f is the force, t is the time. F is the force and t is the time. Then find out the dimension of x and y. You have to find out the dimension of x and y is how much. Clear? Same thing. Whose dimensions are same? Whose dimensions are same? F dimension is same as x by y t cube is same as y t square. Because plus minus dimension same na. So F dimension is same as x by y t cube same as y t square. Write down this first. That f dimension is same as what? X by y t cube dimension same as y t square. Clear? Now first what you have to find out? If you are equalizing this here, x and y both are unknown, difficult to find out. So if you equalize these two, yt square is equal f, then easily you can calculate y is how much. Now substitute that y here, easily you can calculate what is f. Clear? So first thing is what? I have to write first yt square you have to find out. Not this one. Why not this one? Because x and y both are unknown. But in this equation only y is unknown to you. So easily you can calculate. So first ये दोनों को लिखेंगे. So what is that? Yt square is equal what? F. Thereby what is y? Y is equal f by t square. Now what is f? F is m1 l1 t minus 2 by t square. So finally, we are going to get m1 l1 t minus 4. This is what y. Once you're getting y, easy to get that x. Now equalize this, substitute y here and get the value of x. So you see, this is what f is equal x by y into t. Clear? Now my x is equal what? Fy by t. You see, x is equal cross multiplication fy by t. Now put the dimension here. F is what? M1 L1 t minus 2. Y is how much? Already you found that y. M1 L1 t minus 4 by t1. My y is this much now. Y is this much. So easily you can calculate here. So what is that x here? So x is equal, you're going to get m2 L2 what? T, this is minus 6, minus 6, minus 1. That means this is M2, this is L2, and this is what? T minus 7. This is what x. Clear? My y value is this much. This is the y and this is the x. समझ में आ रहा है कैसे कैलकुलेट करना है? जहां पे प्लस माइनस देख रहे हो वहां पे डायमेंशन इज ऑलवेज सेम. क्लियर? Another type of question you are going to get like this. You see, f minus another question, f minus xt square into d minus yt is equal w. एक important question है. वह इसमें f is the force, t is the time, d is the distance, and w is the work. Question is, find out the dimension of x and y. This is the question. You have to find out the dimension of x and y is how much. Clear? So how to find out? You see, plus minus is same dimension. ये multiply करने की जरूरत है नहीं. अगर मल्टीप्लाई करोगे जो आंसर आएगा डायरेक्टली भी वही आंसर आएगा. तो लेट्स फॉलो डायरेक्टली. तो f dimension is same as xt square. क्यों? Minus sign is given. d dimension is same as yt. Why? Again minus sign is given. So I can write here dimension of f is same as xt square. Why? Minus sign is written. From and you're having d dimension is same as what? Yt. Why? Because again minus sign is written. Plus minus dimension is same. Already I told that. So just put the value here. Now x is equal f by t square. What is my dimension of f? F, you know, m1 L1 t minus 2 by t square. This is what? M1 L1 t minus 4. And what is here? Y. So d dimension is same as what? Yt. So I can say y dimension is same as what? D by t. D distance का dimension क्या है? L1 divided by T1. This is L1 t minus 1. This is what we can find out the dimension of unknown physical quantity. देखा ना? Similarly, another frequently asked question है. That is what? Another question. Write down. This is what? P plus a n square by v square into v minus nb is equal nrt. ये एक फॉर्मूला है. वाह. So in this formula, this is what? Pressure P. This is what? Pressure P. B is the volume. This is what? The volume. N is the number of moles. And ये तो V volume है. N is the number of moles. Already I told that. R a gas constant or universal gas constant, and T is the temperature. The question is, find out the dimension of A and B is how much. A and B are constant. You have to find out their dimension. एक frequently asked question in the what? Entrance exam. हुआ कि नहीं? इसको सुनो कैसे करोगे. So what is that here? Look, plus minus dimension same ना. So what is this? ये पे p डायमेंशन जो है a n स्क्वायर बाई v स्क्वायर डायमेंशन सेम ही है. लिखो. तो डायमेंशन ऑफ p इज सेम एज डायमेंशन ऑफ a n स्क्वायर बाई v स्क्वायर. तो इजीली यू कैन फाइंड आउट द डायमेंशन ऑफ a. तो डायमेंशन ऑफ a इज व्हाट? pv स्क्वायर बाई n स्क्वायर. p इज द प्रेशर. याद है डायमेंशन ऑफ प्रेशर? प्रेशर इज व्हाट? थ्रस्ट पर एरिया और फोर्स पर एरिया. अगर पता है नहीं तो ऐसे लिखो. That is what? V square by n square. So my F is what? M1 L1 T minus 2 divided by L2. So V square, V is the volume here. Volume is what? LQ, its square. And N is the number of moles. Number of mole is a fundamental physical quantity. So this is mole square. समझ में आ रहा है? तो प्रेशर का लिखा and volume का लिखा, number of moles का भी लिख दिया. So now just solve it and get the answer. This is what? M1, you can write, this is what? m1 L1 T minus 2. This is L6 divided by what? L square and mole square. Mole square. तो इसको अरेंज करो तो m1 कितना है? हेलो 617 minus 2 L5 T minus 2 and mole minus 2. This is what the dimension of A. Clear? A dimensionality, you got this. Next, you have to find out B dimension. How to calculate B? B is what? B dimension is same as what? NB. So V is same as NB. So likho B dimension is same as NB. And what is the dimension of B? B is equal V by N. And V is your LQ by N is what? Number of mole. This is what? Mole inverse into what? LQ. This is what the dimension of B. अरे समझ में आ रहा है क्वेश्चन सर? So this is the way we can find out the dimension of unknown physical quantity. Clear? If unknown physical quantity is given there, easily we can calculate the dimension. Similarly, another rule is what? All trigonometry functions are dimensionless. जैसे sin के अंदर जो भी होगा, whatever may be that, it is always dimensionless. Similarly, cos के अंदर dimensionless है, tan के अंदर dimensionless है, हुआ कि नहीं? tan के अंदर जो भी होगा dimensionless. sin का opposite है cosec, जो भी होगा उसके अंदर dimensionless है. sec का अंदर जो भी होगा dimensionless. cot के अंदर जो भी होगा dimensionless. All the trigonometric ratios are always having dimensionless because theta is what? Dimensionless. Clear? Similarly, the constant power also dimensionless. Say if I write 2 power anything, that is dimensionless. Pi power anything, that is dimensionless. Say 10 power anything, dimensionless. E power anything, dimensionless. Dimensionless means 1. है कि नहीं? तो एक एग्जाम्पल लिखेंगे इसी में. Let's write one example here. Say f is equal what? X by t into pi power w by y t square. वाह, ये पे f is the force. ये क्वेश्चन है. वाह, f is the force, t is the time, w is the work. Clear? Find out the dimension of x and y. Question is what? Find out the dimension of x and y. How to find out? You see, the constant power is always dimensionless. ये dimensionless है तो ये पूरा dimensionless हो गया. तो f dimension is same as xt. तो constant power is always dimensionless. तो you see this constant power क्या है? देखो w by yt square. That is what? Dimensionless मतलब 1 है. Dimensionless मतलब m0 l0 t0 that is 1 है. w by yt square is dimensionless. है कि नहीं? constant, इसका power dimensionless. Now what is your y? Y is equal w by t square. So what is w? W is m1 l2 t minus 2 by t square. So y dimension आ गया m1 l2 t minus 4. This is what the dimension of y. Clear? समझ में आ रहा है? Constant power is always dimensionless. Now similarly, बाकी जो remaining है देखो यहाँ पे, ये तो dimensionless बन गया. तो x by t is equal f. So what is the value of x? X by t is equal f. तो my x is equal ft. x डायमेंशन क्या है? f into t. फोर्स पता है m1 l1 t minus 2 into t1. तो मेरा x कितना आ रहा है? देखो what is x? x is coming m1 l1 t minus 3. This is the value of x. x and y can be calculated like this. समझ में आ रहा है? तो constant power is always dimensionless. Similarly और एक एग्जांपल लेंगे हम लोग. देखो again another question I can write. Say this is what? Y is equal a sin what? kt. Question is what? Y is in meter, y is in meter, a is in meter. ये acceleration नहीं है, ये in meter, measure in meter, and t is the time. Y is measure in meter, a is measure in meter, and t is time. Question is find out the dimension of k. Find out the dimension of k. How to find out? You see, already I told that the trigonometry function is dimensionless here. So trigonometry ratio is what? Sine here, sine function is there. kt is dimensionless. मतलब ये लिखेंगे तो kt is your dimensionless. Dimensionless means what? 1. Therefore dimension of k is what? 1 by t. 1 by t means what? 1 by t1 or t power minus 1. This is what? Dimension of k. Clear? Any trigonometry ratio, if you'll say, that is always dimensionless. Means, again, I can write another question here. The question is what? X is equal A cos what? Cos xt by V. So here, X is in meter, X is in meter, A is also in meter. ये acceleration नहीं है, बार बार बोल रहा हूँ. ये क्या है? A is in meter and V is the velocity, B is the velocity and T is the time. तो फाइंड आउट द डायमेंशन ऑफ एक्स. एक्स का डायमेंशन कितना निकालोगे? तो यहीं पे क्या है देखो, कॉस फंक्शन इज ऑलवेज डायमेंशनलेस, ट्रिगोनोमेट्री रेशियो इज ऑलवेज डायमेंशनलेस. तो ये पूरा डायमेंशनलेस बन जाएगा. तो डायमेंशनलेस मतलब क्या हुआ देखो, एक्स टी बाई वी, एक्स टी बाई वी इज ऑलवेज इक्वल टू वन. वन मीन्स डायमेंशनलेस, एम जीरो एल जीरो टी जीरो मतलब वन हो गया ना. वन मतलब डायमेंशनलेस है हुआ. तो x is equal v by t. So my velocity is what? L1 t minus 1 by t1. So x is equal, what will get? L1 t minus 2. X is what? L1 t minus 2. समझ में आ रहा है? How to write the dimension of unknown physical quantity? Clear? The trigonometric ratio always having dimensionless. Your constant power is dimensionless. Like this, you can solve it. This is a simple way for first analysis. Clear about this or not? This is a simple way. So in the next class, I will explain about what? In next video, I will explain about second and third analysis. And we'll complete that. Then we'll discuss about the question of what? JEE main and NEET question. Clear? और एक वीडियो में हम एक्सप्लेन करेंगे दोनों एप्लीकेशन एंड नेक्स्ट वीडियो उसके बाद जेई मेन एंड व्हाट नीट के लिए जाएंगे. समझ में आ रहा है? बस इतना थोड़ा प्रैक्टिस कर लो easily so that next video will become easier for you. I'll give that assignment in next class or next video. Understood this? So work out all that, practice nicely and have a nice day. Clear? Okay, stop here then.